Último fragmento de una entrevista que hice ya hace un largo tiempo con Barrett, diseñador de producción, que si no vieron las notas que hicimos sobre Her, se las dejo acá arriba, y Perdidos en Tokio también se las dejo acá arriba. Él trabajó también en Birds of Prey o Aves de Presa. Hablamos sobre cómo fue hacer esta película, sobre la conexión con Suicide Squad, sobre cómo es trabajar con Margot Robbie y muchas cosas más, todas en este cortito informe pero contundente sobre Aves de Presa.
We now return to Mira Akien and Contre with our latest interview.
I read some of the comics but I didn't get any backgrounds from that, you know. No, what I mainly got was I brought the comics in as my defense of the fact that they change all the time. Like the characters dresses differently all the time. You get a new artist in and you get a new writer in, and it can change. And so there is no one book of how these things should be and how they should look. They're constant. The comic books themselves are constantly reinventing themselves much faster than the movies do.
Yeah.
You know, and I thought DC was a little bit better at loosening up the world between each different character in each different movie than Marvel, which tends to be a little bit more similar.
A Harley Quinn's role is to serve. It's nothing without a master. No one gives two shits who we are beyond that.
I was hesitant to do a superhero movie. I didn't really want to do it. I kind of thought of it as a corporate project, and like you're sitting around a table with a committee and they're telling you, well, this is what we've always done. But I went to talk to them about it, and I met Kathy and I met Margot and Sue, the other producer, and they all, like I said, I don't think that there's a need for us to do what's been done before. We can do whatever we want. And they said, yeah, you absolutely can do whatever you want. This is a standalone movie. And so we weren't trying to erase anything. We weren't trying to make something darker. But the character did exist, and the character was full of life and very zany and colorful. So I just decided to make a world that it's not dissimilar to the way Scarlett Charlotte sees Tokyo in Lost in Translation. Harley, Margot, Harley specifically, this is the way she saw things.
Yeah.
And so I was in her head, and I tried to take the stuff out of her head and through her, multicolored glasses and put that on the screen. Yeah. And I love pop art, and I was a big fan. I always wanted to do something with it. And so this was my chance to play with that.
Here's the deal, Quinn. You need me.
And I'm always trying to do something different, something that I haven't done before. So yeah, I had never done that before. I'd never been excessive before. And I was pretty excessive on that film.
But that was the idea. I think the character is like all over the top all the time.
Yeah, so not untrue to what I said about being minimalistic in her. This character was out in the world and exploding out of her skin and out of her mind all the time, and bouncing off the walls with different ideas and changing all the time. So it was totally justified to surround the world in the way she would see it.
And soon enough, I was back on my feet, ready to embrace the fierce goddess within.
She is amazing. She is completely amazing. I've been lucky to work with so many good actors that are so good at what they do, and yet egoless about how they approach their work. And she could snap into character and go look at the monitor and say, just like adjust something very quickly. She was also a producer on the film because she had invented the character, or this version of the character for film from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And I wasn't a fan of that film. And I
think no one was.
And I said, I would only be interested in this if we don't have to like pick up from where that left off, except for her. She was the only fresh air there, as far as my taste was, and I'm not what drives the money buying, audience. But it's something I'm going to work on. I want to care about it, and I want to know that we're free to start from scratch rather than, have to drag that with this. Because I don't really like to do sequels or remakes or, something that we know so well that it won't be a surprise.
When you fall in love.